Hello, boxing fans around the world. Thank you once again joining us at Talkin Fight. Here we got Mike or Knuckle Up. We got what? Jason Nesbitt. Is that what we got,
Yeah,
Mike?
yeah. How's the weather down there, guys? Is it awesome? Excellent. Yes, we do have Jason Nesbitt. We're talking about. I don't know if you guys can hear me. If you can, awesome. If you can't, unfortunate. To all the Knuckle Up fans watching around the world, thank you for tuning in. Yes, this is the week I was talking about. The week we're going to discuss the absolute worst records in boxing. And none other than to start Jason Nesbitt. Let's talk about this journeyman. Jason Nesbitt is a journeyman and proud of it. He's among an elite band of boxers, all boasting records crammed with over 100 fights, who have the old man suave to serve the course against the game's hottest prospects, but lack the burning ambition to beat them. They are the glue that holds this bleeding business together. They are the survivors, paid and paid well, to give champs in waiting a taste of facing an opponent who will frustrate them, clinch, hold them, tie them up for every minute of every round. These guys are the journeymen, the guys that hold this sport together. Let's make no bones about it. Jason is far too proud to take a dive. But for a small band of blood brothers, there's no glory in the sport, just cold hard cash for these guys. They've got the business to realize that knocking cold a house fighter and a hometown favorite would play havoc with their earning power. If you deem them dangerous, they're avoided like the plague. So what do, guys? They sit back and they just take these guys and stretch these prospects over 4, 6, or 8 rounds without upsetting the flow of things. Now, these guys, like Jason Nesbitt, who we're going to talk about, whose career spanned from year 2000 to 2016, he is a Birmingham, West Midlands native, 5'9", 213 fights. Now, this record that he boasts would be 10 wins, 198 losses. That's right, I said it. 10 wins, 198 losses, and 4 draws. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is not even the worst of it. These guys are in it for the money. It's sad that they've gotten stuck in this situation that just allows them to fight prospects, but there are these kind of boxers that keep the prospects on their toes, that prep them for the guys that they will be fighting later on. So, guys, Jason Nesbitt, our hats go off to this gentleman, boasting a 10 and 198 and 4 record. We give it to him. Thank you for people like you, Jason, who have entered this sport and taken upon themselves to become that journeyman, who are totally and completely helping these prospects stretch these fights from 4 till they're 6 to the 8 rounds, and keeping the flow of things in boxing running like harmony. It's great. So, guys, tomorrow we got another one. Another guy tomorrow who's got a record worse than this one. So, Jason Nesbitt, you are the beginning of our week of worst records in boxing. And you know what? Thank you for doing you, and thank you for doing the sport justice by being that journeyman that everybody needs in the sport of boxing. Jason Nesbitt is the first of many that are to come this week. So, guys, you heard it here, man. Jason Nesbitt, 10, 198. That's right, I said it. 10 wins, 198 losses, 4 draws. Jason Nesbitt. That's our first in the week to come of worst records in boxing history. You heard it here. Graham, you have any comments?
I'm blown away, Mike. I'm really blown away.
You're blown away by that record? It's
Yep.
crazy. It's crazy. And it's insane that, you know what? It's guys like that who help the prospects, the ones that I profile daily on this show. It's guys like him that make these guys reach for the stars and shoot for the stars, and they make them look good doing it, man. They're not there to take a dive. They're just there to frustrate these guys and push them through their paces. And you know what? It's boxers like this that are the foundation of boxing and keep this together. It's great. And you know what? This is just the first one. The records get worse as it goes on through the week. So this is the best of the worst so far. That's to come.
Well, at the end of the day, Mike, I gotta say, at the end of the day, what we're looking at here now is what makes these guys great. Not
Yes.
necessarily the guys who we never hear about, but the guys who we never hear about.
Right, right. These are the guys that make them great. If you're capable of pushing a prospect over 4, 6, or 8 rounds without upsetting the way things run, you're a manager. You're a manager and promoter's dream. That's what these guys are looking for. They're looking for these guys that can put in against these kids to make them look good, to push them further in their career. It's just sad that these guys have been stuck and named that in their own career.
Yeah.
We will do our due diligence this week to get to the bottom of why these guys stay there and what it is and what kind of cash that these guys do bring in for performing like this, because I have heard some serious things about the way these guys are paid. 400 a fight. They got all their own expenses got to be covered. I've even come across guys that have had to pay to get on a card. So
Yeah.
this is just the beginning of the week of the worst boxing records in history. Started off with Jason Nesbitt, journeyman in the sport, true boxer, skilled, just not skilled enough to really be brought anywhere.
All right.
But boxing does need these guys. Guys, it's the first installment. Jason Nesbitt, worst boxing records in history. 10, 198 and 4. You heard it here. It's Mike Orr at 4 o'clock, bringing to you this week the worst records in boxing history. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same channel, worst record. Knuckle up.
Thanks, Mike. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, man.